Hi, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name is Aaron, and I am your host, and I would like to introduce you my camera woman, my editor, and my producer, V. V-dope.
Ta-da!
Okay.
I'm cool.
The inspiration for these YouTube videos that will be coming in the future is living the single life as Christ followers. So V and I are actually Catholic, and some of these videos will be religious, some of these won't be as religious, because I want to target young men and women of both religious and non-religious, and I'll be bringing in talkers to speak of their non-religious point of views. With that being said, the inspiration for these YouTube videos comes from V, my brother, and many people asking me why I'm single, and a pastor named Joshua Harris on his books that I've been reading. So with that in mind, V came to me asking for help on getting prepared for an awakening retreat. I was helping her out, pick up stuff, getting ready, making sure she had everything she needed, and she saw this unconditional love that I had for her. And she didn't understand because we weren't as close as friends as we were then. So V asked me, why are you doing this for me? And I told her because Christ told us to love each other unconditionally, and I try to live by a biblical verse every day for the rest of my life, and that is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 7. And if you don't know that one by heart, please go look it up. This will motivate you to see what what I try to live for every day. God put I'd Kiss Dating Goodbye in front of me at Barnes & Noble's, and at first I laughed at it, and I didn't understand why God. And then I saw a book on courtship, and it's actually by Joshua Harris. Both books are. Seeing them, I started reading Boy Meets Girl by Joshua Harris, and realized that I Kiss Dating Goodbye was the first book. So I started reading I Kiss Dating Goodbye and realized that this was the answer I was looking for. This is what the answer people were asking me. And so I read the book, and that's how these questions came on. So it inspired me to do these videos and help other people to find an answer to get closer to God. With that being said, I came across a Facebook link on my Facebook page, and it was my friend Andrew doing questions on love because he was interviewed by a girl, and they wanted to see what men thought about love and where women stand, what we think women stand. So with that, I want to read Andrew's questions, and I want to answer them for myself. So his video was titled Andrew on Love, and this is going to be my video titled Aaron on Love. So the first question is, would you rather be loved or respected? This is a coexistent answer, and what I mean by coexistent, being loved and being respected come in hand to hand, because I want to respect my future spouse, my future wife, so that she loves me and she respects me back. And I want I to love her, where I have this special bond, that this friendship grows, that we grow with Christ, that our children grow with Christ, that we are a leading example for future generations to get married, to stay committed. So that's my answer for number one. The next question is, what are your red flags for a girl? Now, I can say very human-like things on what are red flags for a girl for me, but I'm going to say what really comes from heart and what spiritual things I look for in the red flags of a girl. And one of them would have to be how she treats others, because I would like her to be Christ-like and treat my brothers and sisters like Christ. I want her to be really involved. I don't want her bad-mouthing other brothers and sisters. I don't want her actions to be rude. I don't want her to be a toxic person. And if she's toxic, she'll make the relationship toxic. So that's a red flag. That's number one for me. The way she talks about herself, she's always demeaning herself. If she talks about herself and she doesn't think she's good enough, that's another red flag, because she can't love herself. And if she can't love herself, she can't love me. So that's a red flag as well. Another red flag is when I'm on a date and all they do is talk about themselves, and they never want to hear anything on my side. And that makes me feel little as a person because I didn't get to explain myself. I didn't get to tell her, hey, this is the real me. This is something that I have to offer, but we're going to grow. If it's all about her, I know immediately it's a red flag and it's going nowhere. What are the first things you notice about a girl's personality? And I mentioned this in the previous question. The first thing I notice in a girl's personality is her wanting to do God's will. And that's a big thing for me because, as I said, I'm Catholic and I want to see my wife be Catholic. I want to see my girlfriend be Catholic because it makes it easier on the relationships. We get to do things together. Another thing that catches me about her personality is how humble she can be. Because if she's humble and she's not always being boastful or she's not always saying, look at me, the relationship can be humble. We don't have to be showing it off. Loyalty is also a personality because I see it really hard for girls and guys to be really loyal to their girlfriends and their boyfriends, especially in the millennial generation. It's okay to have hookups as we see it now, and loyalty isn't a thing that I see that it's fading away. So loyalty is a big thing. Question number 4. What would I like my future spouse to do for me? This one where it gets a little personal because I'm a man that prays day and night and any free time when I'm dozing off into La La Land. I like to pray, and I would like for my wife to pray with me every morning and every night. God can continue to fuel this relationship. I want to raise healthy children, healthy spiritual children. I want to get them involved with the church. That's what I would be looking for and what I want her to do. Another thing I would want her to do is cook with me, because nowadays people eat out a lot and people don't remember what it is to have a good home-cooked meal, how to laugh, how to make mistakes, and it really shows a person how they stress, how they de-stress, what's their type of favorite food. Number 5, do you prefer giving or receiving love? And this is also a two-way street in my point of view. And what I mean by that, if I inspire love so others can know love, they're going to be inspired to love others so I can be loved. And that's what I mean. I really want to inspire other people to love each other. That's the part of giving love. And if they know love, I'm gonna receive love from my brothers and sisters, because now they know love, and now I'm spreading love throughout the world, and now they're spreading love throughout the world. It becomes a domino effect. So that is my answer for number 5. Number 6, 3 things I value in a relationship. As I said before, loyalty is one of the things I value in a relationship, because loyalty, it seems to become rare and rarer every day. Some of the guys are asking, well, chivalryship is dying. Do you believe that's dying? And I'm saying no, it still exists. Like loyalty still exists. It is rare, and those that still believe in it work on it on a daily basis. So that's one of the things I value in a relationship. My second thing would be communication, because everything is on social media now. It's easier to send a text and call. I'm personally one that will call you until you answer the phone, because I don't want to have an hour-long conversation by just sending a simple couple of texts. It's easier to get it done in 2 minutes and get the message across without any hesitation. So communication is something that I do value. And the third one would be the spiritual part of it. I want to get closer to Christ, and God has to be the center of my life, and then everything else. The center of the relationship has to be God. We both have to understand that we're given each other by God's grace, by God's love. We're here to make each other better people, even if the relationship doesn't lead into marriage. We still have to remember that we're building each other up towards God. Loving each other is a gift, and we shall treasure it till the relationship comes to an end, or till marriage, and then we take the next step. So with that being said, this video is done. Don't forget to subscribe, comment any questions I have below. I can answer any questions in the next video. On our next video, we'll have a speaker come in and explain what she thinks on these 6 questions and the girl's point of view. Follow up, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next week. Bye! And be safe, bye.